Hey guys, it's Jackie here. Today this is my little weekly catch up. It's been do you know what, we had 9 weeks off school. So we had 9 weeks off, which was so much. And being a Kiwi, so in New Zealand and Australia, you would normally, of course, the end of the school year is the end of the year. So it's December, so you finish school for the year. Whereas since coming into Bali and, you know, the North American system, we finish the school year in June and then we get those 9 weeks off, which is always so much. It's so much time off during that part of the year. And at first I was like, I kind of liked having the school year end, of course, in December, because it was something that we used to. Actually, I have to quickly show you something. Look at these cute guys. Normally they come over when I come. Oh my god, I have to show you the fattest one in the history of the world. Let me show you. Look at this guy. He's like ginormous. He's ready to be made into some babi guling. Actually, I don't think we do that with our pigs at green school. It's probably not very green school. He's so ginormous. Hey buddy! Oh, is he dead? Oh no, he's breathing, look. This guy. So cute, eh? They're so cute.
Yeah, it's so big.
He's so big. This one's ginormous.
That one is the Papa big.
Oh, is this Papa?
Papa is male.
Oh, this is Papa.
Papa pig.
Papa Pig. So cute. So anyway, so yeah, we had 9 weeks off, which is why I really haven't done a weekly catch up, because ooh, make you dizzy. Because yeah, so end of school year, so that's quite unique for us as a Kiwi, because we're not used to that. And we really stayed in Bali, which I was a bit worried about, because you're kind of like, it's a long time just to stay here. And I know we live in this beautiful place, but when you come to Bali, you notice that every school holidays, people just go off. They travel around the world, they go back to family, they go back to, they just go travel. So for us to be here for 9 weeks, I was a bit nervous. I was like, shit, that's a long time to be in, to be here. But we did go. Actually, we went to, oh my god, I'm getting attacked. Actually, that's the one thing I'll tell you about green school, the mosquitoes, because you're in the jungle, I guess. Anyway, let's walk. We'll just walk past this sweet little boy who's come from Canada. Hello, I'm back. We just got past the little person, because yeah, he was looking at the biggies too. He's in love. They're like my favourite people at green school. I mean, come on, why would you not love them? So anyway, so we ended up 9 weeks off. So we were here majority of the time, which was actually super cool, because there had been, you know, we've been in Bali a wee while now, but there had still been some things that I hadn't done, like gone to the botanical gardens and gone to some of the more touristy, I guess, spots that really we hadn't done. So that was super cool to get that done. And then we went to Singapore and we did home exchange. So I decided to sign up to home exchange, because I was like, you know, when you travel, and I love to travel, but you spend so much money on accommodation and you spend so much money on flights. So I was like, well, obviously I can't get free flights. I wish. But so we did home exchange. It was such a great idea. So I did home exchange. So we stayed in 2 homes while we were there. We were there for 2 weeks, so it was awesome, because we ended up getting 2 weeks. And the first home, actually, I was nervous about going into someone's home. Probably if you wonder why, but, well, because it's someone's home, right? And they've got all their stuff, and you could just kind of like, oh, is it going to be a bit weird living in someone else's stuff? And it wasn't at all, actually. And it was actually really nice to have like all, you know, we'll just have, I guess, the kitchen, you know, in a hotel room, I guess, unless you stayed in an apartment, you wouldn't have that. So to have the kitchen and to have everything. And the first time was really amazing, because it was on the river and they had bikes, and so we could bike down to Marina Bay Sands, which we love doing that. And I love being active. It is always the hardest thing I find about being in Bali, is you just can't walk anywhere here. It's just too dangerous. So it was super cool to be able to walk and bike everywhere. We literally went everywhere. One day we actually did 36,000 steps. Sorry, I'm really getting eaten today. The bugs are bad. Sorry, the bugs are so bad. Oh my god, they're so bad today. You really need mosquito spray. So yeah, so it was super cool, because we just love to be on the, to be able to bike and walk everywhere. And then, so they had a golden retriever, which was so fun, because we love big dogs. And that was also the great thing about home exchange, was I did put our dogs in their kennels, and I guess I put the dogs in their kennels because the 2 little ones, oh actually, So excited because you guys don't know, we got so a family that came to Bali, which happens a lot, family that came to Bali, they had actually got a golden retriever, and then they needed to go back to Byron Bay in Australia, and so I'm getting eaten alive, and commitment. So they went back to Australia, and so we got their beautiful, he was only like 10 months old, we got their beautiful golden retriever dog, and he's divine. Like, oh, I'm really not a little dog person, but anyway, so yeah, so the 3 dogs went into the kennels, and then the cats were there, but and that was also so great because these people could look after our cats, because normally, I mean, my Pambatu, so if you don't know, your Pambatu is like your helper, your cleaner. Really with every villa you rent in Bali, you will get a Pambatu, so that's your Pambatu, and she's our angel. So she would normally feed them, but of course they don't have cuddles, they don't get, you know, the company that they get with someone in the house. And so yeah, so we had the golden retriever, and then the second week we were out, like quite a way out of Singapore. So I would say we were, I mean, Singapore's great. I really do like Singapore. It's so easy to get around. And so we'd just catch the train. So we're probably a 20-minute train ride, maybe 25-minute train ride. But what we loved about it, what we were on, like the, there was so many walks around us. We're really right near the bush, and there were just so many walks. I forget what they call it now. What do they call it in Singapore? I can't even remember. But yeah, it was really, was it the Southern Ridge? I don't know, but anyway, so that was a different experience, because then the first week we were in the city and it was all very city, and we were biking everywhere, walking everywhere, and then the second week we were out, further out, but we were able to do these amazing walks into the bush, and it was really lovely. So the home exchange was such a good idea, so you guys could do it. We could home exchange. Come to my home, I'll come to your home, we home exchange. I'm super open to that. So yeah, come, let's do home exchange, because yeah, I just signed up, and I really think it's an awesome way to travel, and it cuts your cost so much, because accommodation now, especially we're a family of 5, so accommodation is like through the roof. So yeah, so I'm trying to get a home exchange for Christmas in New York, but it's actually proving hard. I find I get so many requests for people in Europe wanting to come to Bali, but nah, not really Americans. They don't want to seem to come, so I keep putting requests out, like, please can you do swap homes? And so far, like, I've honestly asked like 22 homes in New York, and they have all said no. So I'm like, oh, so I really want to do New York at Christmas. Anyway, so that that was school holidays, and it was, and then when we were here, it was actually, yeah, I was so worried, but it went really fast, and then it was just so nice. So the kids now, also big changes this year, right? Because so Kingy is at the football academy. He's no longer at green school. So Mila has gone into grade 10. She's 15, nearly 16. She's gone into grade 10 high school. And then Indy's still at green school, and she's grade 5. So her last year at in primary school. And then Kingy is now at the football academy, which is so cool. So, you know, me and him were nervous about it, because he did love green school. You know, I always say this, he was never someone, he didn't love Bali, he struggled a little bit in Bali, but he really loved the green school here. So we were both quite nervous about, but he's a passionate footballer. And honestly, me and Mila and Indy dropped him the first day, and Mila just was like, he's gonna love it so much. This is the best thing ever. And he absolutely loves it. He is 6, we are all up. Our life has changed so much. Lucky it's hot in Bali, it's beautiful. So we are all up at 5:30 a.m. And because now also I've got a big dog. So when I had the little dogs, of course, I didn't have to walk them every day, right? Because they're little, they would play with each other, but having a big dog, big golden retriever, I mean, I love him so much, and I love being able to walk, because you can't really walk. We're lucky with our house. I mean, you've seen around our house, but that we have got that little rice paddy walk, and we've got the big field, so we can take him down there and throw balls. So we're all up at 5:30, and actually, it's my favourite time of day. I love mornings and I love nights. Middle of the day, yeah, I could kind of skip. I'm not a massive middle of the day person, but I love the morning. So we wake up 5:30, it's completely dark, and we can see the sun rise. And Kingy goes to the football academy at 6 a.m. We're very lucky, because where we live, the football academy is like a 2-minute walk. So some people are driving from Ubud, which is an hour. So if they're driving from Ubud, sorry, you know what happens when you run into little people that you really like? So I just had to talk to the little person. So yeah, so some people are driving from Ubud, which is a long way, it's an hour. And then Kingy gets home not till 6:30 p.m. So, but he absolutely loves it. Like, you know, I'm always checking in with him, like, do you still like it? What do you think? Are you still enjoying your time? And he still absolutely loves it. But yeah, he gets home at 6:30. I feed him, and I feed him like 3 meals because he's like, he has dinner and he's honestly, he's got so tall and just skinny right now though, because he's still only 13, right? So, oh, let me show you the crystal. So at green school, we have this ginormous crystal that if you ever do like a event here or like a spiritual thing, it's just a thing, this is it. It's a crystal. I have no idea what type of crystal it is. Crystal. And look, the blessings are there. How sweet is that? We can talk with the yeah, so he's absolutely loving it. But yeah, he gets home and then he goes to sleep, and we're all, because I guess we're up so early, we're all like asleep at like 8:30 at the moment, which is nice because Bali doesn't have, in Australia and New Zealand we have daylight savings, and I don't know if you know what that is, but it's in summertime you put your clocks back, so then you get an extra hour of sunlight a day. So in New Zealand, actually parts of Australia don't have it, and I think it's Queensland that don't, and that's about the cows. I mean, the cows don't like daylight savings, so let's not give them daylight savings. So anyway, so yeah, so, and then the first couple of weeks, we've only been back at school like 2 weeks. And so 9 weeks off, 2 weeks back at school, and then it's so nice because they're all doing these different things, and all the little people are coming past us. It's okay. They're all like, shush, 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 she's filming. But it's okay. So yeah, they've been back 2 weeks now, and it's going really awesome. I mean, it's definitely a step up for Mila in grade 10. Mila is also running every morning. So this is a new thing, because Mila was a massive dancer. Last year she went to the international schools like athletics, and she won the 100 meters. And Mila's kind of built like an athlete. She's just always been an athlete, but she's been a big dancer. So I was always like, no, she's a dancer. And then she won this event out of all the international schools, and she was like, oh, and she was always running. So she was always running, but very sporadically. So she would just like run probably 2-3 times a week. So she did always enjoy running. It was always part of her life, but she wasn't doing this intensive. And now every morning and every afternoon she was running. So she's up with me at 5:30. She goes down to the field and she's sprint training. So and she's doing that in the afternoon too. And the reason why, I guess, and this is what's interesting, is Mila's very smart, and also we've been super open with her to be like, she always wanted to go to university in the United States. And of course that's like $70,000 US, and so we were just kind of always open with her to say, we can't afford to send you to school in the US. We can't pay that much money, and when you've got 3 kids, of course, right? Imagine spending that on 3 children. I mean, parents must go broke over it, where the kids end up with massive loans, and I never want that. So so she just kind of has been looking at, well, this could be a great way for her to get a scholarship to the United States. And I mean, you got to have dreams, and she really works hard. She's very determined, and she knows it's different, right? Because, you know, Kingy plays football and stuff, and he wants the same thing, but football's questionable, right? Because a coach could think you're awesome, another coach could think you're not as good. So, but with running, it's like it's numbers, it's a numbers game. So she knows, let's leave the crystal. She knows that if she has seen she's got the numbers for a Div 1 scholarship for running, and then Div 2, and so she knows all this, and so she's just focused now. She's really got 3 years, right? So she's got 3 years of this super focused running. So it's super cool that she does it. Anyway, I'm trying to think. Oh, do you like my new dress? Oh, shit. Hang on, wait there. Okay, can you see it? You can see it? It's got pockets. I made it. Ooh. What do you think? I know it's big and poofy, but I like it because, you know, sometimes we don't want to wear tight stuff, and it's always hot in Bali. It's linen, I try and make everything I make out of linen because it's environmentally better for the world, and we want to do our little bit if we can. Well, no, we all can actually, no excuses. So yeah, so it's linen, so I hope you like it. Any other news? I can't think of anything else. I feel like I've told you everything that's been happening over the last wee while, and that's why I haven't been in touch, and that's why you haven't actually had a catch up from me, because of the 9 weeks off, and then the and then getting back to school. So it's been very crazy, very full on, very awesome. Anyway, I hope you guys are well. Do you want to see Green School one last time before we go? Do you want to see Green School? Yeah. So we were down there, Green School, living in Bali. And so that is up towards the bridge, which is the Green School for parents. Yeah, so this is Green School today. Okay, right guys, it's nice to see you, and we'll be in touch soon. Bye! Have a happy... Oh, it's Friday! Yeah! Oh my god, I get to sleep in. I do. I love getting up early, but tomorrow I get to sleep in. Whoop whoop!